The thing I really like about it is there is so much to learn, and I've got, even though I teach people, I'm aware that there's so much more I've got to learn, and I'm one of those people, I like to learn something new every day.
The industry is fascinating. Every day is different. There are so many opportunities to go in different directions. If you don't really want to be based in an office, as I never did, then you've got the opportunity to go out and meet people, to plan your own route, to plan your own day, to be your own manager.
Everybody's so nice, and we're not massive as an industry, so it's quite close-knit, and you get really good relationships.
If there is something in your head now thinking that this might be the job for you, the chances are it is the job for you. You just have to commit yourself to doing a little bit and find out what it's really about.
I think in a lot of different ways, really. One of the biggest things for me that I've really valued is being able to meet other people that are kind of my age that work in pest control. So I've been able to just kind of see what they get up to, how they work and things like that. Loads of different ways. Just the fact that we have the one-to-one mentorship's been absolutely invaluable, really. The amount of information and questions and stuff that can be asked is really cool. And ultimately just the level of training that I've been able to get, which I don't think I would have maybe had access to otherwise.
What would you say to businesses or individuals considering applying in the future?
Honestly, just go for it. I feel like there's so many different kind of elements of pest control that are not only just really interesting, but just the aspect as well that you can provide such a good level of service to actually help businesses and people. I think just go for it.
What inspired you to choose a career in pest control at such a young age, and what excites you most about the industry?
So I think a few things really. One of the biggest things that inspired me was my dad and how hard he'd worked to build up his business kind of on his own, and just in the kind of wealth of knowledge he's acquired across the years. And I think one thing that really excites me about the industry is just the fact that there's always new things that you can learn about and different avenues you can kind of go down and specialise in.
How has being part of the 5 for Under 25 programme supported your development?
Meeting other people, a similar age group, and you can bounce ideas off them. They obviously do it different to you, and you do it different to them. And it's knowing that other people your age are actually doing this kind of in this industry, because basically when I say to my mates doing pest control, they're like, all right, okay. It's like you get joiners, you builders. It's really like a back of the thought job. So yeah, just meeting other people, and it's really good for the development, because obviously you find out what they do on a day-to-day, which will be different to you, so you can, like I said, bounce ideas off each other. So yeah.
What inspired you to choose a career in pest control at such a young age, and what excites you most about the industry?
Well, my dad did it. He created a business out of it. He's been going for about 30 years. So I've always grown up in the van with him since I was about 8, just going out, looking, doing what's jobs, well, sitting in the van while he did it really. And it's kind of just with that, just kind of fell into it. Did go to uni, but it wasn't for me. So then now I wanted to take it on because he wanted to sell it. So obviously just getting the right training for it, so then I can now fully overtake it from him. What excites me most about it? It's a hard one, you can't really say much, because obviously there's a lot of new and up-and-coming things coming into the pest control industry. So learning more about the insecticides, anticoagulants like rodenticides, stuff like that really, yeah.
Hey Mark, tell us about your involvement in the 525 programme with Syngenta.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, 525. It takes me back to when I first started 30 odd years ago with National Britannia. That I kind of started in the same way. I was probably about 22 on the trainee scheme, so supported through my training. So just all the way back now, supporting the 5 and now the next 5 Really just helping them grow, mentoring, discussing, going online, being out with them, discussing different areas they're not quite sure of, pondering questions, looking at areas, just filling in the gaps really. And again, like any mentoring, reassuring them that what they know is correct.
Okay, so by mentoring, this is not just supporting them through their day-to-day job, but this is about getting them ready for the RSPH level 2 qualification. So we don't just stick them through the exam, we get them to a point where they're competent and capable of passing.
Very much so, yeah. It's a real big ask if, I suppose, some of the people coming into this and into the industry may not have a lot of practical experience, or it might be biased to a certain area, which is true. We have a big breadth in our industry, so trying to get that experience is hard. So it's trying to make them, look into the areas they've not been involved in so far, filling in the gaps, and getting them ready for not only the RSPH Level 2 exam, but also to then enter into pest control, to be ready for doing that. So that's kind of the process, and obviously to support them in the future.
Okay, personally, how has it made you feel being able to be involved in such a scheme?
Oh, so emotional. Again, it kind of takes me back, and one of these cliches, why didn't we think of it before? But to see the growth, to see how pleased they are to going through the RSPH, and to kind of have this reassurance that it's not quite as, not scary, but not quite as perturbing as maybe they initially thought, due to the help that Syngenta and the MPTA have given them. So yeah, really, really, really pleased. I've loved it. Probably one of the best things in my 30 years.
Last thing for me, and then we'll wrap up. So literally, what would be your message to somebody looking to recruit somebody under the age of 25?
I had that conversation yesterday, actually, for somebody I've known for a long time, and I said, don't hesitate, do not hesitate. And they're actually looking to recruit somebody to be confirmed, with the understanding that it's a possibility they might have this person through the 525. Not only is the reassurance that the support is there, but also the financial help as well. It's a difficult time, so to have that kind of 50%, 100% taken through the RSPH level 2 is a big reassurance.
So tell us about the part you play in the 525 program.
Right, so the part that I play in the 5 under 25 program is first of all to meet and greet. Then I talk about what they've done in the industry so far, and then we talk about when they want to take their level 2 exam. And between that conversation and the date we book in for the level 2 exam, I basically take them on a journey of pest control. I give them a step up so that when they go and do their level 2, they're not starting out at the bottom of the sort of learning skills.
So your role really is to get them ready to do the level 2?
Yeah.
The PTA don't just put them straight through and don't support them. We support them in getting to where they need to be.
Yeah. So basically, I normally use a Friday afternoon. We spend 2 or 3 hours on Teams, and I gradually introduce them to the world of pest control. We go through all the things that they'll be covering on the level 2 syllabus, and it just gives them a huge step up, so that when they do take the training and sit the exam, they're just that little bit more confident in getting the pass, really.
So what would you say to companies or organisations considering recruiting somebody under the age of 25?
Yeah, don't dismiss them. I know it's difficult to get to van insurance and everything else like that. Getting decent people to start in the industry is very. I think everybody's got the same problem in trying to get somebody who they trust, somebody who's keen, and we need youth on our side. We need to get these young people into the industry. Otherwise, what we're going to do in 10 years.
Right, so Rich, tell us about the 525 programme.
Well, the 525 programme is something that we've done in partnership with MPTA. We're the other key sponsor. And it was really an opportunity for the two organisations to just consider how we encourage young people into the professional pest control industry, but not just encourage them in. How do we support them? How do we develop them? How do we make them achieve and want to look forward into developing their skills in the pest industry, and then learning from that to understand how we can reach out to other young people to bring them into the professional pest control industry and give us the much needed influx of young people and employees into an industry where we, as with many other industries in the UK, we are going to be short of people who can deliver the work that's needed to be done, especially on a public health footing. And we're very, very proud to support that and have a small hand in the development of the next generation of professional pest controllers.
It's really caught people's imagination, hasn't it?
It has, yes, and I'm glad to know that as well. I think, you know, the pest industry is not unique. We recognise that we have an issue with the number of people who are coming into employment. And, you know, initially with the 525, we've picked up young people who are already in the industry, and I think the next stage, and I think a lot of other industries are going to learn from us regarding this, the next stage is how do we bring people who are not automatically linked to the industry right now into the pest control family, and how we'd help, you know, we encourage themselves, but also organisations in the pest industry, how we encourage them to develop these young people and see them as a real benefit to their organisations, and a way that they can really develop their organisations and make sure that going forward they've got the strength and depth they need to, you know, professionalise and be, you know, leaders in the professional pest control industry.
Okay, last one from me. So Syngenta have really invested into this. So you've taken the original 5 people away on 2 events. Do you want to tell us a bit about that and what's upcoming with Pest?
Yeah, so we're the key sponsor of the Pest Awards. So we invited all 5 of the initial 525 to attend that award on, you know, and you know, just as recognition of what they've achieved. The 5 incredible young people who've done really well to, you know, to take part in 525. Those first 5 places were well fought for, and they are 5 very capable young people, and we just wanted to reward them with the Pest Awards. Parasitec will be really interesting. So that's the big trade association that takes part that occurs in Paris. We as Syngenta are going to have a really big team there, and what we wanted to do is the 525 candidates who are available, we wanted to take them out there to meet the Syngenta team, meet the wider European team, and you know, further afield to colleagues from all over the world, just to understand the size and the depth of large organisations, and you know, the kind of setup of a bigger organisation in professional pest. And then what we wanted them to do is also, we wanted Syngenta to learn from them, so there'll be an opportunity in a process where we introduce ourselves and the different products and programs to the visitors who are coming out. The 525 will have the opportunity to take part in that and explain, you know, their role in the pest industry, the work that they've done with Syngenta, and really educate Syngenta and our customers about the importance of bringing young people and the abilities they have, and the way that they think about things in a slightly different way from a technology point of view, and benefit a big organisation like Syngenta. So, you know, it's very much for the 525's benefit, but it's for Syngenta and our wider customer base's benefit as well, to improve everybody's understanding and, again, continue that process of encouraging young people into the pest industry.
So this has gone beyond our shores now, that there is a genuine interest from further afield?
Yeah, there's a genuine interest from further afield. So I've got colleagues, business managers throughout Europe, who are looking at this and seeing where they can apply this as an opportunity to their particular geographical locations. You know, we had conversations, you know, with people with Syngenta colleagues and trade associations in different continents. So we're outside of Europe at this moment in time, and everybody recognises that 525 is a fantastic process, and you know, it ticks so many boxes about helping to develop, encourage and really support young people, but the industry as a whole. You know, ultimately Syngenta will need customers in 20 years' time. People will need technicians in 20 years' time. We need impact. We need, you know, feedback and understanding from young people to best maximise our technology and the way that we apply and the way that we deliver solutions. So, yeah, it's a great programme, and you know, it's being picked up far and wide, and I think it's actually being looked at by organisations outside of the professional pest control industry as well, who see it as a fantastic process, and seeing how they can perhaps apply it to their industries and do something positive within their industries as well.
How has being part of the 5 for Under 25 programme supported your development?
It's definitely supported me in the sense of like getting to make new connections. So like getting to meet people across different bodies, like
the actual manufacturers like Syngenta and Bassif, and like the MPTA, and also getting to meet people my own age, which is I actually didn't know anybody before I came into this who was my age or my gender that was doing this as like their sole thing. So it's actually just been really, really refreshing to get to see different kinds of people. Like, 'cause when you're working by yourself or just with you and your other team members, it's just, you're quite isolated in comparison. So it's been really, really good for that.
What would you say to anyone under 25 considering pest control as a career?
I would say that it's a very rewarding career where it's just really great to get to help people, especially when it might be issues that they've been having for years, and then you finally get to like see just the relief on their face when you can help them with something that is such like a sensitive topic to them. So that's really great. And also just the excitement of getting to actually learn about animals and stuff, especially if you do like animals, is actually very, very interesting. Or like entomology, particularly cool. Yeah.
What inspired you to choose a career in pest control at such a young age, and what excites you most about the industry?
I would say what has led me to choose pest control at such a young age is my parents and the kind of like excitement that they've shown in the industry. Like my mum, after doing her degree in zoology, she's like always super excited when there's like new insects and like new jobs that we get to come across. And like that just, they're so interested, which has shown me like how interesting ever since I was little that industry can be. And then I would say like what excites me realistically is just like how much it's currently advancing. It's becoming so much more professional and like technological, and I think that's really cool, especially in like my generation where everyone's using those kind of things now. But yeah.